Hello everyone, we are back with the chess move of the day, and today's game is very special. It is about world champion, 10th world champion Boris Spassky. Boris Spassky is really only known because he lost to Fischer in the most famous world championship match, 1972 Reykjavik. But of course, he has much more contribution than that, and he has a very universal style. In fact, he was among the first players with a very universal approach, a universal style of play. And unfortunately, we just underestimate his contribution to chess, his overall contribution, because he lost a very famous world championship. I think that's really unfair. So here's a brilliant game by Boris Spassky. Luckily, Boris is still alive, and I hope he's writing a book about it. Few world champions have wrote a book, and if he does that, that will be really, really a treasure for us. So brilliant game by Boris Spassky. Black to play. Go ahead, pause the video, and try to find the spectacular winning move that Spassky played here in order to crush white. All right, I won't let you wait a long. This is really beautiful move. Uh, grandmasters always look for targets, something that is called as targets, and targets are some weak spots that can be attacked or pressurized. Here, there is a very vulnerable point at the g2 square. The only problem, however, is how do you attack it multiple times? You can see the knight is already attacking it, but that is just one attack. One attack is not enough because the king will simply capture back. So you might ask, how do we put more pressure on that pawn? And Spassky actually found a way to put pressure on that pawn. He played queen to f3. The queen simply swings forward. The threat is simply to capture. Queen takes pawn. Queen takes on g2. That would be a checkmate. In fact, there is no way to stop this move, which basically forces white's options. White has to capture the queen, and this is where the beauty starts. White has to capture. Now this knight is already controlling the g2 square, and that's why the other knight jumps into action. Knight e into f3. That's a check. The king has to go in the corner. That's his forced. And here comes the beautiful idea. And this kind of ideas are very difficult to see because when you attack, you don't really look for such kind of a slow waiting moves. In fact, the maneuver bishop to h3 is totally winning here. The threat is obviously bishop g2 with a checkmate, with a beautiful checkmate. He can only prolong the battle. You can see there is no way to control or protect the g2 square. He can only prolong the game by something like queen g6. Let me just show you. Queen g6 check, pawn takes. He can take a rook. That's the best he can try. But black will nevertheless play bishop to g2 with a beautiful checkmate. In fact, this is just the variation. In the game, actually, after the move queen to f3, after this beautiful star move of our game, Boris Spassky's opponent resigned in this position right over here. He saw everything and he was like, "There's no point in playing against an ex-world champion. This position is totally lost." And what a beautiful ending to the game. Let me just show you to it again. That is a very unique checkmate with two knights and a bishop. Rarely happens, but when it happens, it really pleases us. So, hope you enjoyed this excellent chess game by Boris Spassky. I think he's one of the probably the most underrated world champion of all time. We don't even consider him in any top 10 list of the best or the greatest, but he has his own contribution. Unfortunately, we only know him for his loss against Fischer, but there was much more to this player, to this great legend. So, until next time, see you guys. Bye.